One word substitution with meanings. Audience. A number of people listening to a lecture. Audience. Altruist. One who considers the happiness and well-beings of others first. Altruist. Atheist. A person who does not believe in God. Atheist. Anthropologist. One who studied the evolution of mankind. Anthropologist. Autocracy, government by one person, autocracy. Autobiography, the life history of a person written by himself, autobiography. Amputate, to cut off a part of a person's body which is infected. Arsenal, a place for ammunition and weapons, arsenal. Archive, a place where government or public record are kept. Amateur, a man who does a thing for pleasure and not as a profession. Aristocracy, a government by the nobles. Aquatic, animals, plants, or which live in waters. Amphibian, animals which live both on land and sea. Ambidexter, one who can use either hand with ease. Alimony, allowance paid to wife on legal separation. Anthology, a collection of poems. Abdication, voluntary giving up of throne in favor of someone. Arbitrator, a person appointed by two parties to solve a dispute. Astronomer, a person who studies stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies. Astrologer, a person who studied the influence of heavy bodies on human being. Arbitrator, a person appointed by two parties to solve disputes. Astronomer, a person who studies stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies. Astrologer, a person who studies the influence of heavenly bodies on human beings. Anthology, a collection of poems. Axiom, a statement which is accepted as true without proof. Agenda, a list of headings of the business to be transacted at the meeting. Anarchist, one who is out of destroy all governance, law and order. Almanac, an annual calendar with position of stars. Bigamy, the practice of having two wives or husband at a time. Bibliophile, a lover and collector of books. Bouquet, a collection of flowers. Bouquet. Bureaucracy, a government by the officials. Belligerent, a person, nation that is involved in war. Biennial, an event which happens once in 2 years. Blasphemy, the act of speaking disrespectfully about sacred things. Creche, a nursery where children are cared for while their parents are at work. Cosmopolitan, a person who regards whole world as his country. Chauffeur, one who is employed to drive a motor car. Curator, a person in charge of a museum. Carnivorous, one who lives on flesh. Cannibal, one who feeds on human flesh. Contemporaries, belonging to or living at the same time. Cloakroom, a place for luggage at railway station. Cynosure, center of attraction. Connoisseur, a critical judge of any art and craft. Crusade, a religious war. Choreographer, one who teaches dancing. Cacographist, a person who is paid in
Cacographer.
cacographist, a person who is paid in spelling. Calligraphist, a person who writes beautiful handwriting. Cynic, one who sneers at the aims and beliefs of his fellow men. Convalescent, one who is recovering health. Cavalry, soldiers who fight on horseback. Cardiologist, a person who is specialist in heart diseases. Cartographer, one who draws maps. Dormitory, the sleeping rooms with several beds, especially in a college or institution. Drawn, a game that results neither in victory nor in defeat. Elegy, a poem of lamentation. Epitaph, words which are inscribed on the grave or the tomb in the memory of the buried. Ephemeral, lasting one day. Effeminate, a person who is womanish. Emigrant, a person who leaves his own country and goes to live in another. Edible, fit to be eaten. Egotism, practice of talking too much about oneself. Encyclopedia, a book that contains information on various subjects. Epicure, one who is devoted to the pleasure of eating and drinking. Florist, one who deals in flower. Fastidious, one who is very selective in one's taste. Fanatic or bigot, one who is filled with excessive and mistaken enthusiasm in religious matters. Fatal, causing death. Fatalist, one who believes in fate. Facsimile, an exact copy of handwriting, printing, etc. Fauna, the animals of certain region. Flora, the plants of a particular region. Fratricide, murder of brother. Fugitive, one who runs away from justice or the law. Fragile, easily broken. Feminist, one who works for the welfare of the women. Granary, a place for grains. Genocide, murder of race. Gregarious, animal which lie in flocks. Hangar, a place for housing aeroplanes. Hive, a place for bees. Horticulture, the art of cultivating and managing gardens. Homicide, a murder of men. Heiress, a vehicle which is used to carry a dead body. Hedonist, one who believes that pleasure is the chief good, sensual. Horizon, a line at which the earth and the sky seems to meet. Honorary, holding office without any remuneration. Heretic, one who acts against religion. Herbivorous, one who lives on herbs. Insolvent or bankrupt, a person who is unable to pay his debts. Inaudible, a sound that cannot be heard. Inaccessible, that cannot be easily approached. Incorrigible, incapable of being corrected. Irreparable, incapable of being repaired. Illegible, incapable of being read. Inevitable, incapable of being avoided. Impracticable, incapable of being practiced. Emigrant, a person who comes to one country from another in order to settle there. Invincible, one too strong to be overcome. Indelible, that cannot be erased. Incognito, traveling under another name than one's own. Indefatigable, one who does not tire easily. Infallible, one who is free from all mistakes and failures. Invigilator, one who supervises in the examination hall. Itinerant, one who journeys from place to place. Infirmary, a home or room used for ill or injured people. Infanticide, murder of an infant. Infantry, soldier who fight on foot. Inflammable, liable to catch fire easily. Interregnum, a period of interval between two regions or governments. Kennel, a place for dogs. Lunatic asylum, a home for lunatic. Lexicographer, one who compiles a dictionary. Loquacious, one who talks continuously. Linguist, one who is skilled in foreign languages. Lapidist, one who cuts precious stone. Misanthrope, a hater of mankind. Misochymist, one who hates marriage. Mortuary, a place where dead bodies are kept for post-mortem. Mercenary, working only for the sake of money. Matricide, murder of mother. Martyr, one who dies for a noble cause. Maiden speech, the first speech delivered by a person. Maiden speech. Mint, a place where coins are made. Mint. Misogynist, a hater of women. kind. Morgue, a place where dead bodies are kept for identification. Mammals, animals which give milk. Monogamy, the practice of marrying one at a time. Missionary, a person who is sent to propagate religion. Numismatic, the study of coins. Namesake, a person having same name as another. Nostalgia, a strong desire to return home, homesickness, nostalgia. Novice or tyro, one new to anything, inexperienced. Narcotic, a medicine for producing sleep. Optimist, a person who looks at the brighter side of things. Orphan, one who has lost parents. Omnipresent, one who is present everywhere. Omnipotent, one who is all powerful. Omniscienced, one who knows everything. Opaque, that which cannot be seen through. Obituary, an account in the newspaper for the funeral of the one deceased. Orphanage, a home for orphans. Obstetrician, one who is skilled in midwifery. Oster, one who looks after horses at an inn. Omnivorous, one who eats everything. Pessimist, a person who looks at the darker side of things. Potable, fit to drink. Post-mortem, an examination of dead body. Philanthropist, a lover of mankind. Patricide, murder of father. Philatelist, one who collects the stamps. Plagiarism, literally theft or passing of an author's original work as one's own. Polygamy, the practice of marrying more than one wife at a time. Polyandry, the practice of marrying more than one husband at a time. Phylogeny, a lover of womankind. Plebiscite, a decision made by vote or all qualified citizen. Philander, one who amuses himself by lawmaking. Philistine, one who does not care for art and literature. Plutocracy, government by the rich. Pseudonym, an imaginary name assumed by an author for disguise. Posthumous, a child born after the death of his father, or the book published after the death of its writer. Panacea, a remedy for all diseases. Pediatrician, a person who is specialist in child disease. Platitude, ordinary remarks often repeated. Pedant, one who makes a vain display of his knowledge. Polyglot, one who speaks many languages. Paleography, the study of ancient writing. Posts, a number of policemen called to quell a riot. Parole, pledge given by a prisoner for temporary release not to escape. Pedestrian, one who goes on foot. Portable, that can be carried easily. Quarantine, an act of separation from other persons to avoid infection. Rhetoric, the art of elegant speech or writing. Regicide, murder of king or queen. Sacrilege, violating or profaning religious things or places. Sculptor, one who cuts in stones. Suicide, murder of oneself. Stable, place for horses. Somnambulist, a person who walks in sleep. Somnoliquist, a person who talks in sleep. Souvenir, a thing kept as a reminder of a person, place, or event. Swan song, the last work literally of a writer. Short topper, one who is a habitual drunkard. Sinecure, a job with high salary but little responsibility. Stoic, a person who is indifferent to fire and pain and has control over his passions. Sanatorium, a place for the sick or recover health. Sororities, murder of sister. Terrennial, an event which happens once in 3 years. Terrennial. Truant, a person or student who absent himself from class or duty without permission. Truant. Teetotaler, teetotaler, one who does not take any intoxicating drink. Teetotaler. Transparent, that which can be seen through. Theocracy, government by religious principles. Uxorious, one extremely fond of one's wife. Utopia, an imaginary perfect social and political system. Uxoricide, murder of wife. Verbatim, repetition of speech or writing words for words. Volunteer, one who offers one services. Virgin, a woman who has no sexual experience. Calligrapher, an expert in writing by hand. Chiropodist, a person who treats foot disease. Exiled, a person banished from his own country. Exiled. Automobile, a self-move vehicle.